Hi, good morning， 早晨。So it's Friday， 咁啊星期五啦，已經開心星期五。So it's the end of the week， 咁我咧係呢一個星期嘅最後一日啦。I mean like class week， 咁我講緊就係上堂嘅星期啦，咁樣樣。So time flies and I am on the last day of the first week of my Spanish class。咁嘅時間過得真係快啦。咁我就呢一個星期咧，其實已經上咗一個禮拜西班牙文堂啦。今日就係第一個禮拜嘅最後一日。So I have enrolled for 3 weeks。咁我其實咧就係註冊上3個星期嘅堂啦。咁so it's like 1/3 gone now。咁所以其實就即係今日上埋之後咧，咁就已經完咗1/3啦咁。The class is really intensive。咁的而且確就係即係好密集嘅呢一個上堂啦，即係咁樣樣。And so there's a lot I have already learned。咁學咗好多嘢啦咁。And I wrote a message to my friend in Spanish last night on WhatsApp。咁我琴晚因為做練習啦，咁我就寫西班牙文嘅WhatsApp message 俾我阿根廷個 friend 啦咁。And she was really like surprised. She was like, you made such a progress in such a short time。咁佢都話咧，哇！你短時間進步咗好多喎，咁樣樣。So I'm really hyped about it。咁我就超興奮，好開心啦，咁樣。So anyway, I'm about to walk to school。咁我準備要行出門口行翻學啦，咁樣樣。But I figure I'll just read it first。咁我就諗住咧，我讀咗書先 ，and then like later on during the break I can upload it on my phone。咁我就可以即係跟住一間去到學校有 break 嘅時候咧，就可以喺電話度咧就係上 YouTube 俾大家嘅咁樣。Okay, let's begin。咁我哋正式開始啦。Read to Resist, Day 203。當閱讀也是抗爭，第203日。A Concise History of Hong Kong by John Carroll。香港簡史，從殖民地至特別行政區，著者高馬可，譯者林立偉。Hong Kong's early history is replete with examples of how working-class Chinese learned to organize to protect their interests. Workers, artisans, and shopkeepers often went on strike to protect ordinances to regulate or license their trades. Although these strikes rarely achieved their goals, they are evidence of a growing sense of collective action. In 1891, for example, carpenters went on strike for better wages, while rattan chair makers struck for shorter work hours. The Coopers Guild went on strike 4 times from 1894 to 1895 after some of its members were dismissed and replaced by outsiders. Whether these examples of collective action were motivated by hatred for the British or by economic concern is hard to determine. Some historians have tried to demonstrate that these actions were either examples of a nascent Chinese patriotism or acts of economic self-interest. But realities are never so neat. While some strikes had anti-British overtones, others were based primarily on protecting livelihoods, and still others were mainly resistance to British efforts to control and regulate the Chinese population. 香港早期歷史有許多事例顯示，勞動階級華人如何學習組織起來，保護自己的利益。工人、工匠和店主為抗議政府頒布法例規管他們的行業，或對他們實行發牌制度，經常罷工罷市。雖然這些罷工罷市很少達到目標，但顯示華人越來越意識到集體行動的力量。例如，在1891年，木匠罷工爭取加薪，藤椅工人則罷工要求縮短工時。在1894至1895年，雜桶匠工會由於有成員被開除出會，並被外來者取代，4次發起罷工。我們難以斷定這些集體行動事例背後的動機是由於痛恨英國人，還是擔心生計。有些史家試圖證明這些行動體現了光文法的中國愛國主義，另一些人則顯示他們只是經濟上的自利行為。但事實永遠不會那麼截然分明。有些罷工有反英意味，另一些主要是為保生計，其他則是抵抗英國人想要控制和規管華人的措施。This is the end of today's reading。咁今日咧就係讀住呢一小段先啦。But it's like a lot of information in this little paragraph。咁但係咁短嘅一段裏面咧有好多嘅重要嘅資訊啦，咁樣 ，including the Hong Kongers were actually like very into strike at the time, like in the late 19th century。原來咧喺19世紀末期嘅時候咧，香港人係咁 Q 中意罷工罷市嘅咁。So it was just funny to read that because like you have no idea how hard we try to ask Hong Kongers to strike。You know, in 2019, in 2014, you know， 咁而家睇翻上嚟咧，都唔知好嬲定好笑啦。即係2014-19，我哋嗌罷工罷市，嗌咁耐都做唔到嘅事情，但係原來係喺我哋嘅血裡面㗎咁。我哋嘅歷史裡面，我哋其實係好中意罷工同罷市㗎。But it's also sad because like it says something, you know, like rarely they achieve anything, but then they will still go on。咁但係佢都有提到，即係未必可以達到任何嘅成果啦，但係佢哋繼續做啦。And this come back to how like the Chinese still treat us like worse than the Brits back then。咁而家又繼續證明咧，即係而家嘅大陸咧係即係對待香港人係差過咧呢一個當時嘅大英嘅殖民政府啦。At least they still got a chance to just you know like protest and went on strike, you know. Well, it didn't mention any kind of violence, which I think that probably would have police brutality as well。咁呢度冇提過咩警暴啊咁啦，但我估計應該都有嘅咁樣。But it's just kind of like make me feel like maybe this is the fate of Hong Kong。係咪香港係咁嘅？即係注定咗係咁嘅。Because like before 2019, before 2014, it seems that we were doing the same thing. Not a strike, but you know, like peaceful march, demonstration every year and got nothing done and achieved 即係我哋成日被譽為呢一個示威啊，之都啦，係咪？即係遊行之都咁樣樣，年年7·1行啦咁樣樣，咁又得個行字又冇乜成效咁樣樣。So it's just history and current kind of like times are always a reflection, a mirror, or an extension of it。咁我估即係歷史同現在即係當下其實點都係有啲關係，即係無論佢係即係一個反映、一個反射，定還是一個延伸都好。So anyway, this is the end of today's reading。咁今日讀到呢度啦，咁樣樣，and I'll see you again tomorrow。聽日再見，拜拜。